Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ryu Goes Rar. Welcome back to my Bronze to Masters series. Today is the day we are finally going to be getting out of bronze. Now, I've heard a lot of you complain that my sound is too quiet. I have made a couple of changes. Hopefully this video it won't be as much of a problem. I apologize for the last two parts in case they were. Please keep feeling free though to give me any sort of commentary or feedback as you see fit. Anyways, we'll probably be moving on to silver today. So, as our rank goes up and our level gets higher, we will be playing more complicated builds, as to show the sort of natural progression a player should reach as they play the game. Okay, nice, another Protoss. We actually got a lot of Protoss yesterday. We have still yet to find a single Zerg, but that's okay. Nice! We macroed him so... We out-macroed him so hard that he just instantly left. Yeah. Suffice to say, I know where this one's going. You can usually take a look at somebody's level by just viewing their profile. That's interesting. Anyways, well, we have some time. I guess moving on, when we get to silver, some of the things we'll start to include is a little bit of drop play, perhaps. Actually, I think I'll save that for maybe... maybe gold, possibly plat. Anyways, we got the same guy again. Pretty sure he'll just leave on us instantly, but that's okay. Yep, no problems there. First thing in the morning, just a couple games. As long as it's not like last time with that one dark guy, where we're like waiting and after 7 games we finally get a normal opponent, I'm fine with this. As long as this doesn't take too long. If it does, I'll probably cut the video from here if we keep getting this guy, and just try to cut out the parts we have with this guy. If it takes too long, it's like another 2 games though, it'll be fine. If it's like fucking 5 or 6 more, then it's just gone. It is pretty early though, so bound to be lots of other people. Anyways, we got a Terran versus random. Last time I promised you guys we would see an aggressive gas first build, and I don't really think I got to show you guys one. So this game I will show you one. Be going quick Hellions this game. So we're gonna go for an SCV. Depot. Remember to set your guys' camera hotkeys. You can figure out what your camera hotkey binds are in your options and then going into hotkeys. You can also change them up if you'd like. I don't have F2 for all army. As you can see, my all army is on F5. Oh, shit. Oh, guys, looks like we're not getting that aggro game. My bad. Oh, man. Anybody who wants to see it, I'm really blue balling you here. Unfortunate. So yeah, like I said, my F2 key here is actually on F5, my select all army hotkey, and that is because I actually prefer to have my, if you see a probe going towards your SCV, just A-click it on, like grab an SCV and just A-click it on. I prefer to have my F2 key as another camera hotkey, same with my tilde key and my spacebar. Of course, not everyone is the same, you may enjoy something different, that's okay. Anyways, we know this guy's random, but we still want to SCV scout anyways. Sorry, he's Protoss, but we still want to SCV scout anyways. Anyways, let's take a look here. 1 gas, he puts his workers in. He's banking a lot of chrono boost, which we can tell by just looking at his base. And he still hasn't started a cyber core. It's all well and good. Looks like he's actually already being strained past his multitasking limit here. Throw down a depot.
Command center up. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
And that should be kill.
Not enough minerals.
Yep, there it is.
Not enough minerals.
Let's remember our factory.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Grab
Not enough
our
minerals.
refinery.
Not enough
And let's just go in for a scout. We see as a nexus. Okay. Standard. It looks like he made a full wall here. No? Weird. Okay. Gateway cyber. Pulled all of his workers. And we'll just shoot this one probe here in the open. Okay, he's trying to surround us. We'll leave. Honestly, we probably could just win the game with the Reaper, most of these TVPs. Because a lot of these people are doing really unoptimized builds, but that's okay. This wall is kind of weird. If you're a Protoss,
Add-on complete.
don't do this. Don't wall with your gateway and pylon like this. If anything, try to wall off here so the Reaper can't jump up and down. Walling off like that really doesn't do anything for you. Terran's just gonna walk around it, and it's gonna be hard to rally your stuff. Anyways, we're gonna try Hellions anyways, because you guys want to see something. So what we did was immediately after the factory finished, we swapped it. We're gonna go 2 Hellions, then 2 Widow Mines. Tech lab on the barracks. We're gonna have the Hellions and Reapers come together. We want them to go in at relatively the same time if we can. We're gonna go medevac. This is just a different type of flavor of build. Okay,
Add-on
let's wait a little bit.
complete.
Let's swap. We're gonna make 1 safety tank,
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
some Marines.
Not enough minerals.
Let's grab our next depot. After this, we're gonna make a tech lab here. We're gonna load this up. eBay.
Not enough minerals.
It's maybe a little bit more of a complicated build, but it's just an idea of some aggressive stuff. Okay, now we're gonna go in with our units. If we can line these probes up, perfect. Look at that damage. Planes are really nice when it comes to doing economical damage, because they just kind of shit on everything. Anyways, we see he's going Stargate, so another tank. We're gonna go missile turret. Missile turret. Just get a little bit of extra damage. We're actually gonna swap these 2 off, and we're gonna put the barracks on. We'll do 1 gas, 2 gas, +1 attack, stim, combat shields, reactor, when we can, and we'll just go in with a mine drop.
Insufficient.
It's a pretty decent reaction for him, actually. So when they do this, you can just do this. Literally bring the Widow Mine right over. Oh, it's a Void Ray.
Additional supply depots
Classic.
required.
And he remembered where the Widow Mine was. Impressive. It's actually very good on his part. Most people at this level do not know how to do that.
Add-on complete.
Okay, we're a little bit supply capped here, so we're gonna focus a little bit.
Additional supply depot. Add-on complete.
Gonna throw down our 3rd CC here. We're cutting SCV production at 46, just because that's the ideal amount. 2 making depots, 44 mining.
Not enough minerals.
We're gonna aim for that usual 6:30 timing if we can get it. These medevacs should pop out just a little bit slow, so we may not be on the ball, but
Additional supply
it'll still be decent. Enough to beat somebody going Void Rays. Which if I haven't said before, Void Rays are an ass unit against Terran.
research.
Really, they're kind of a meme. They're good against late game stuff like Vikings and Libs, but you have better options and they cost so much money. Oh, that's kind of annoying. That's okay though. Okay, let's grab our units. Let's F2 across the map.
Our SCVs are under attack. Research.
Remember the rule, we rally our units here so we can pick them up at the medevac. Let's add 2 more barracks. We have concussive shells on the way. Let's keep making those depots. We grab +1 shields. And Oracloras is pretty simple. You see a Stargate, missile turret. Okay,
Additional
let's go in.
supply depots required.
He made a safety cannon, another really useless addition. Okay, we're just gonna bait him in here. Now this tank focus fire a couple things. And had he not left, we would have just done this. Pick up, boost, drop in the main, continue sieging. Anyways, that's one game. Sorry, wasn't that a fucking gas first game? I keep promising. It's like the silver lining of my channel at this point. Actually, I may have used that wrong. Whatever, fuck you. So that's one way to play. I mean, Hellions are pretty strong in the early game. At low levels, they can be really good for getting quick damage if you can manage them while not floating at home. However, in higher levels, Protoss players will eventually reach a point where they can check your gas and they can instantly tell, oh, hey, he went gas first or he went Rax first. And if it's gas first, going a really fast Oracle is actually the counter to Hellions. Anyways, it looks like he just insta-left. I guess he realized that I'm maybe not a bronze player and just kind of left the game. All well and good. He lost 122 MMR here. That's kind of funny. Yeah, he's a brand new account. It doesn't look like he's that high of an MMR though. Could just be that he's new to the game though. Anyways, moving on. Still have yet to find a Zerg. Actually, did he random into Zerg? No, it was going to be another TVP. Pretty good match history we got going on here. Oh, what's this? All these losses. Let's not look at that. Anyways, I expect it to continue being all green, as it is not fair for me to be playing at this level, because if we go over here, ladders, Grandmaster, scroll around about here, we can look and see I am in fact over at 5373 in GM. Not really fair, but this is a bronze to masters series. It's not right, but I'm doing it because people requested it. Anyways, TVT against a silver player. We'll do gas first in TVT. Now, there's two ways of playing aggressive. There's just opening double gas, and then there's cheesing, and then there's doing stuff like Starport Expo. For this game, we're just going to do a regular double gas build. Double gas is the safer way to play TVT, so if TVT is something you struggle in, you may actually find this build preferable. So that's gas at 15, barracks at 16, and a second gas at 17. Hence the name double gas. The order is pretty snappy, and you get a lot of your tech units out much quicker than Reaper Fast Expand. Still though, it's TVT, we want to SCV scout. Always try to SCV scout in TVT, because knowing if they're going gas first or if they're going Reaper Fast Expand can be really big. If they're also going double gas, you may find it preferable to keep your units waiting for theirs. If they're going Reaper Fast Expand, you may want to send out your units right away, as opposed to waiting for all of them. A lot of different decisions you can create just by knowing what their first early buildings are. Anyways, let's make sure we have our camera hotkeys set. 1, 2. Oh, that's a weird bunker placement. What the hell? He just instantly left there. Okay. I don't know what that was about, but I don't know, I guess he just wasn't ready for a scout. I don't understand. He tried doing gas or double gas as well, but his gas was at 16, as you can see there. That's actually really late. That's mine was at 28, his was at 55. It's quite a lot of missed mining for your gas, so it won't line up nearly as nicely as he wants it to. It's unfortunate for him. Just a reminder, double gas, you always go gas first. Okay, finally. This is actually the first TVZ we've had on this series. Excellent. Excellente. Neat. We're actually gonna do this by going just pure marine, because so far we've done that in TVT and TVP. I just want to show you can also do it in TVZ. If you're way better than your opponent, it's probably going to be easier than the TVT one, but that remains to be seen. Anyways, we're going to do CC first. I find CC first the easiest to do against Zerg, surprisingly. I think some people would disagree and argue that it would be Protoss, but I don't know. I think it's easy to do it against Zerg. Oh, this is a legendary drone rush. So against stuff like this, you just kind of chill back, get more workers. Okay, send a couple back. We repair this up. We actually want to make a barracks here. That's okay, we just have a couple workers sitting here and chilling. We just kind of wait on the high ground. We send more back. Okay. We can quickly repair this guy up right here. He's losing more money than we ever could, so it's okay. That's one drone. Nice. We just take a simple pullback micro, you grab the low stealth SCV, and you always click a mineral patch. When an SCV is targeted to a mineral patch, they ignore unit collision. Anyways, we'll have our first marine coming out, so we no longer have to have these guys over here. Instead, we just chill. We'll grab our orbital. Again, we're doing gasless, so we're not going to be getting any of that shit. And we'll just move down, I guess. Check with this one SCV here. Want to keep our marines still in a relatively safe spot. That was an interesting build by him. Maybe he's also a Smurf, who knows. If he is, we may have a tough time this game. But his micro is kind of shit, so not too worried. We're going to cut SCV production for a little bit here just because we have quite a few extra SCVs. We don't really benefit from having more. We're going to place down our next depot. We're going to place it right here because this will plug that hole. We're going to take another one and build a bunker. Put the bunker right about here. And we'll re-begin our SCV production. Nice. Now, we were supposed to 17 scout, but we were a little bit lazy and we were going CC first. So, very greedy. Bad. Bad greed. Bad. Okay. Let's continue our marine production. We're going to send an SCV skid out now. Kind of an awkward time, but whatever. It's okay. Oh, shit. That meant to be a mule. That was really awkward. Oh, that's bad. That sucks. Oh well. Anyways, we see he's finally taken his first hatchery, and he made 2 spines. Okay, he is definitely not a Smurf. That's okay, though. All is well and good. Let's begin our 3rd CC production. And we'll just kind of chill making a bunch of marines. We're going to have a better economy than he does, because our natural's done, his is not. So that already tells us that we're way ahead, because Zerg is usually meant to be ahead in economy. For those who don't know, a mule mines 25 minerals per trip, so it can be usually equated to being worth 5 workers, which is why Terrans are usually way behind in workers by like 10 or 17 or some shit, but they're still able to keep up in economy. It's just because of the mule. The mule's a very hard working unit. We're going to put the next depot here, just so our next one lines up here. Okay. We're just chilling. Let's grab an eBay. Missile turrets aren't as needed against Zerg as they are other Terrans and Protoss, but still nice to have. In case he decides to go mutas. Doubtable, but it's whatever. Remember the rule I told you guys last time? It's better to build from a base that's not really bouncing too much and has perfect or near perfect saturation. Or grabbing the workers from a base that doesn't have it, rather. That's how I should have put it. My bad. Anyways, we're gonna add our 4th and 5th barracks.
Command center upgrade.
We're gonna throw down a scan, now their 3rd orbital's done. We see he went for 2 macro hatches inside of his own base before even securing an economy. All well and good. We're floating a little bit of money, so we can probably afford some more barracks in a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and actually grab these 3 workers, and we're gonna make 3 more barracks. And against Zerg, walling off your bases is really important. So remember to construct those walls, because most of Zerg's like essential damage units are in the melee form of Zerglings. So if you can mighty get any damage, that's really good. Okay, we're just gonna continue making Marines. Let's throw down some missile turrets right about here, because this is around the time mutas could strike if they ever striked. For extra safety, we can throw down a bunker right, like fucking here, and then another depot there. This is fine as is for now. Yeah, I like this. And we'll go for our first push right about here. Start moving across the map. We have a pretty good marine force. Start up our 4th CC behind this. Drop down a little cute missile turret here. And we'll just load up this bunker with 1 marine. Maybe 4, just to be safe. And typically here we actually like to save our energy on our command centers for scans in case he may have creep. We're gonna need more depots, so let's get to it. Oh, I just used a meal. Whoops. Okay, but he doesn't have a 3rd CC, or a 3rd hatchery rather, so all good. 2 more barracks. Okay, let's hope he doesn't have banelings. He does not, so we're just gonna walk in here. And really just fuck him up. I don't know what that building was, I think that was a spine crawler. Anyways, he no longer has much creep here, he just has the 2 spines on top. He's actually trying to spread his creep down there, that's kind of silly. Really? Okay. Let's walk up here, he has some roaches, that's okay. We'll just walk past them. Reminder, we are gasless. Still floating some money. Take our 4th. Drop down 2 more CCs. Look back at the fight. You don't need to watch your units fighting if there's nothing going on. If you're just looking at this shit, you don't really need to worry about it too much. Anyways, he calls me out for being a smurf, but I mean, what the fuck is this? I think anybody at his level or just slightly higher could have been this. This isn't a good build at all. Anyways, we finally did it. We won our first ever TVZ on this account. Not really. But we won a TVZ to finally get to silver. Nice. Let's take a look. He was 2200. Actually lost quite a bit of MMR, so I feel a little bit bad for him. But I mean, if you're doing stuff like that, then I mean, really, what are you expecting? Cool. Alright. TVT. We'll do some double gas this time. Last time it didn't go so great, just because we scouted and our opponent left. But anyways, that's all 3 matchups where we literally skipped all gas and just went for mass marine. So just to show you guys, you can do it. You can win games by just having way better macro, and even there at the end, we were floating a couple hundred. I think we were actually just over 1k. On 3 base economy, your money just really skyrockets, which is why people tend to go for 8 racks on 3 base. or 5 racks and 2 factories. If you're a new player trying to get into StarCraft 2, I really recommend watching professional games such as WCS or the GSL. When I was getting into StarCraft 2, watching the pro tournaments is really what motivated me, and having a favorite player you want to model your playstyle around is also really nice. For me, that player is Maru. I've always found him to be one of my favorites. I just enjoy watching him play the most. Anyways, we're going double gas, so that's 1 gas.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Chillin'. Remember our camera hotkeys. 1,
Additional
2,
supply.
3. Barracks.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Grab your second gas at 17. Sorry about the random mute just now. Got family waking up. It's pretty early. Put your 2 guys on gas. Ah, shit. So at 16 out of 17, remember to send your SCV scout. It's TVT. Even if we're a higher level, or even if you're very good at TVT and very confident, you shouldn't neglect the scout. So, here's what you do. You drop your Reaper, your orbital, and what you do next is you do a factory. This is crucial for double gas. Next, we pull off 3 guys off of the gas.
Not enough minerals.
To reiterate, that's 1 guy here, 2 guys here. You'll know you did it right because you have 14 out of 16 mining here. And then you build the depot at 20. And a lot of you may find this odd. This is just the setup for double gas.
Complete.
So now we make workers, drop our mule, and we want to go up to about 3 Reapers from the barracks and 2 Hellions. And when this factory's done, this SCV goes down to the natural. When you're at 16 out of 16, you begin rallying in the smaller gas, so the 1 out of 3. We make a Hellion, and we just drop our CC. Right about 225 to 226.
Not enough minerals.
And we begin filling up our gases again.
Not enough minerals.
At 27 out of 31, you can build a depot. You can start filling up this gas here. And at 30 out of 31, we bring an SCV down. And he throws down the starport.
Not enough
And we
minerals.
go back to filling up our base. We just chill with our units here on the high ground, just for safety. We usually want to wait for all of them. Want to take this guy off because he's about to expire. Okay, tech lab, and we start rallying down at the bottom because we're 16 out of 16 here. Now we have all of our units. We click and A, and we just watch the minimap in case. Want to keep our units somewhat close together, so let's A click here, get them all bunched, and let's go back in.
Add on.
You want to lift these 2 buildings and swap them, and you want to make a cyclone. Okay, he doesn't have a natural, that's fine. So what you usually do is when this is done, you grab your second gas, make a Raven, and a reactor,
Insufficient Thespian gas.
and we take 1 Reaper, and we just check up the ramp. We don't go all the way up, we just go about here. Okay, we see he has a bunker. So, what we can do, we can take these 2 Hellions, we can put them over here. We can take these Reapers and just jump up here. And we want to populate this gas geyser,
Complete.
and we just shoot right here. And if he comes over, the Hellions just kind of shoot his units. Make another Cyclone. And we just kind of chill here. You can go for workers, but honestly, we don't need to. We don't need to overstretch it. We just need to make sure we're safe. Okay, now we swap these 2. We'll throw down 2 barracks. We make 2 Cyclones just to be safe. Start stim. Tanks. And now we're going to go for a 4th gas. Actually, we're going to go ahead and build another reactor right here. These units can stay here. You can have them patrolling if you want to be safe. case of an emergency Banshee. We'll kill his factory, and we'll just chill right here. If your units get low, you can just back up. We lost on Reaper, that's okay. We have a general idea of what he's doing right now, though. Keep making depots. We'll drop the third CC, and with these 2 open barracks, put them on the 2 reactors. We're gonna take this guy off real quick. Just a little bit.
Add-on complete.
We'll build a new reactor.
Additional supply depots.
Keep making your depots. Siege your tanks at your natural. And now we'll do 2 engineering bays. So that's 1 and 2.
Not enough. Additional supply depots.
We keep making 1 tank at a time. 2 depots at a time.
Not enough minerals. Not enough.
Keep making your marines. Keep chilling right here. If you want, you can start to spread out in case you're ready to have a drop. So we can leave a heli in there. We can leave a heli in there in case he flies out. We can leave a Reaper here and another Reaper here. And if you look on the minimap, we actually have pretty good vision of when he will leave his base. Okay, stim's done. We'll grab combat shields. We'll make 2 medevacs. We'll make another tank. The 2 EVAs are done. So we'll save a little bit of money. We'll get 1-1. Our 3rd orbital is done, so we will bring you down. We'll make a orbital. Sorry, our 3rd CC is done, not orbital. We'll just keep watching the minimap here.
Not enough minerals.
Make 2 more medevacs. And we'll start bringing our units over to the 3rd base. Here's a little trick in TVT. When your orbital, your 3rd orbital is about to be finished, it'll have some energy. Throw it on a scan first always, and then go and land the base. We see he's still making Reapers, so we can just assume he's not very good. Reapers are pretty bad because they cost a lot of gas, and they're not as strong as Marines. Anyways, he has a siege tank right here, so we'll just back it up a little bit. But he knows we're there. We still have pretty good vision all around. We can maybe inch it a little bit closer. Okay, we have our extra 4th and 5th barracks coming up. Remember, when your upgrades are just a little bit past 60%, throw down your armory.
Additional supply depots.
Combat shields is done, so we can grab these units, the 2 Cyclones, the Raven, and these guys over here. We'll build a 4th CC at the 8-minute mark, and we'll just walk across the map. Keep making workers at home. Remember to keep doing double depot. Okay, he's finally going out with all of his Reapers. This can be scary, but it's really bad, so...
Not enough minerals.
He's probably passing our army, which is kind of funny. We'll just have our units chill here and wait. Anyways, we see he has a tank right there, so we'll quickly just scan, kill it off. And what we'll do is we'll just siege our tanks right here. Oh, that sucks about that 1 tank, but that's okay. Anyways, we're just going to keep making our reinforcements here. And when we kill his bunker off, we can take these medevacs with units, and we can drop them inside. And we can slowly edge our tanks forward.
Base is under attack.
We can take our reinforcements here. Siege the tank up here, other tank here, and just go for it. You can see here, behind this, we're just kind of killing them, so it's okay. We can back this up here. He's going to have to go into the tanks. We just chill. And that's game. Again, just to reiterate, we see he has a force. Let's take a look here. I don't know why I moved his Reapers here. That's so weird. Anyways, we siege this area here from the low ground, because we know he doesn't have any tanks or much air for that matter. We see his attack on the minimap come here. So we try to evacuate the workers if we can, or repair. Otherwise, you just lift the CC, you siege your tanks, and you bait his units in. Let's quickly look at that again. Let's speed it up a little bit. Siege the tanks. Go up to his units, bait them in, bring it back. We have a little bit of a choke here. It doesn't really matter, not really beneficial. And we watch him go in, and we have just 2 siege tanks, which is usually why we rally here or sometimes here. It's just so we have like a defensive posture. You can see on the map, we were able to tell when his Reaper's left, and we still have vision in case he ever did go for a drop. Also, wow, it is raining so hard outside. Oh my gosh. I can hear that with my headphones on. I don't know if my mic's picking that up. That would be hilarious if it were. Anyways, moving on. Next game. I'm going to mute for a little bit until we get into the next one. Again, by the way, good mechanics, good macro, good resource collection, all really important stuff. Okay, next game. We'll go back to doing Reaper Fast Expand. Oh, excuse me. In case you're wondering what you just saw there with my mouse movements, that's called a worker split. It's habit, not really necessary. If you want to learn it, go for it. But keep in mind that if you fuck it up, you end up losing a lot of money, and you only really gain like 5 or 10 minerals from it. It's not a very useful trick at this level. It's more like one of those cutesy shit things you can do. Don't really need to though, so don't worry about it. Anyways, we're gonna go double gas again, because it's TBT. This time we'll remember our CV scout. Set on our barracks.
Not enough minerals.
Rally our SCV to scout.
Not enough.
Set our camera hotkeys. 2 guys in this gas. To make it 3 out of 3. Grab the 3rd gas. Rally back at our mineral line. Hotkey our scouting worker. In case you're wondering, I don't usually have my army on 7, 8, 9, and 0. My 7, 8, 9, and 0 are bound to Q, W, E, R. In case you're wondering how I reach that far on the keyboard. It's just a personal hotkey thing I have. I do it because it's comfortable for me. You do what's comfortable for you. Anyways, let's scout. He has 2 depots, barracks, 1 gas, 2 gas. It's double gas. But he isn't throwing down a factory just yet.
Not enough minerals.
So, he actually went for an add-on there. So, we can usually tell that's a reactor. I think he may have put the factory in the back. But an add-on means if we send our Reaper away, like across the map right away, we will find damage. It's usually also the setup in case somebody is going for Reaper Hellion play. So what we'll do, we'll rally our first Reaper across the map, because it'll only be met with SCV resistance. Remember your gas pull when your factory starts. 2 off here, 1 off here. Rally at 16 and a 16 into here. Down to the net. Cow workers for just a quick little bit. Wait till you throw down that CC. It's a little bit later, that's just due to the map. Okay, re-begin your SCVs. Okay, you want double marine. So you won't have any map presence. And just throw a grenade here. Okay. That's fine, we'll just chill. We'll get our next depot. We're a little bit late on it, that's okay. And we'll grab our starport.
Not enough minerals.
About to be 16 out of 16 here, so we start rallying down. Okay, we're gonna go reactor, tech lab. Instead of tech lab this game. Anyways, we're gonna chill right here. We're gonna wait for all of our units. Show you why in just a second. We're going to build our third gas as this SCV gets down here. We're going to go for a single Viking,
Complete.
a tank. We're going to just go up this ramp here.
Not enough minerals.
We're going to make your second orbital. We're just going to attack these depots right here. And we just throw grenades. We have Hellions, so his Marines alone aren't going to do shit.
Complete.
Make your Marines. Oh, he has a siege tank. We lost 2 units. That's okay. We killed a depot. And we know what he's doing now. It's a Marine tank all in. So, we just chill right outside of his ramp here, just out of tank range. So he has to come down the ramp to see us. We go a Viking on this starport. Threw down an early scan of 1 base, so his economy is even more crippled. As if he wasn't already losing enough. Oh, we see a Liberator here. This is why we have the Viking. We just watch the minimap here. We see a red dot. We pull up all our workers away. And he's going to try and hit this. That's fine. We just go back to mining as usual. Pull a couple workers back. Anyways,
Not enough minerals.
that starport came from somewhere. We don't know where yet.
Not enough minerals.
So we can just send our Viking out. Maybe he proxied a starport.
Not enough minerals. Not enough.
Look at that. It's a proxy starport.
Additional supply.
How do I know this stuff? Well, we didn't see a starport in the main here, and his Liberator got there rather quickly. So, putting 2 and 2 together, we can assume it is a quick
Additional
starport on our side of the map.
Not enough.
I drop down
Not enough minerals.
another CC here.
Not enough minerals.
Bring our Marines over here. Viking back over to the proxy. And he just kind of taps out. And that's simply because he doesn't really have enough going on. I don't know what he was doing over here, but if you look here, like he has 2 tanks here. Not really much going on. This is just kind of a lame way to play. In the grand scheme of things, we have a way more income than him, and we have way better tech. And we're going to have a much better army. Because we're going to have lots of Vikings, he's not going to have any. You guys remember from last videos my examples on the siege tank. If you have extra vision, siege tanks only have 11 vision range, but 13 range. So 2 of their range, which is about a supply depot's size, is unseeable. So if you have a Viking that gives 1 tank vision, you can slowly push back another person's tanks. You can also just have your fucking siege tanks there in range and put a Liberator over their tanks, and if he moves forward, well, you have siege tanks protecting it. Anyways, another TBT, this time against a Gold League player.
Not
We'll do
enough
double
minerals.
gas as the standard
Not enough minerals.
for today. Oh, my throat suddenly feels so parched. Excuse me. Oh, that's so awkward. I don't know what happened. This is very uncomfortable. I'm gonna go grab some water in a little bit.
Additional supply depots.
Jeez. Okay. Throw down our barracks. This is a really early scout. Put our barracks down. So we're just gonna throw it down here. Whatever. Throw out our SCV scout because this is really awkward. I don't know why anyone would send their SCV out at the start of the game. Sending it back in fact.
Not enough minerals.
I don't know why it's calling GG. Let's take a look though. Pretty sure he proxied something. No? What? Did you just miss a bunch of workers being made? What happened here? Okay, his barracks is pretty late. Not much later though, so it's alright. He already had his gas started. He just leaves. Huh. I don't really understand why he left there. But we're already 4 supply ahead, so I guess he just didn't make some workers. That's really funny. Okay. By the way, Gold League level right here. Oh, he's decaying. He's almost silver 2, but point is, fucking. In my honest opinion, and if you're below this level, please don't be offended by this. The real game doesn't really start until Masters. Diamond is a commendable level, but it's kind of a meme level, if I'm being honest. This is said from the perspective of somebody in Grandmaster's level who did have to grind from bronze to where I am today. I didn't start in fucking GM. I know what the grind is like. However, Diamond is kind of a meme level. Below that is just people learning the game. And I would say people really only have a basic grasp once they reach Diamond. But the majority of flaws that I see in levels that are below like Diamond are just very inherent. And then in Diamond, they don't really understand builds. And even in levels like Masters League, I see a lot of people just kind of derping and losing because they don't actually understand a lot of things about the game. Like what their build is meant to accomplish, what an economy lead is, how to forward your lead, when to fight, when not to fight, what to do with your units, a lot of things really. And that's kind of where the learning process comes, because when you start to finally learn the game, you'll start to really see it in ways people exploit small little positions and leads. Like take that one game against the Reaper guy. We saw he had a bunker, and we knew he was one base, and we knew he went Marines. So we didn't know he went Marines, we know he went something, but we just took our Reapers and we jumped up the cliff and left our Hellions at the bottom, and he struggled to defend it, and he lost both of his Reapers, and really nothing. He also lost his factory. But the point is, it's just small little stuff that you accumulate over time of playing the game that starts to really help build your knowledge. But I would say, when learning, try to focus on your mechanics, your macro. Not really as much your micro, but mostly your mechanics is in spending. The basic micro, such as Marine splitting, if you're ever against Banelings. Concaving, if you have the time to. Concaves usually win fights at this level. And the only other thing is your game knowledge. Game knowledge is core. Do not underestimate somebody who knows a lot about the game. And I don't mean like theoretical knowledge, like, oh, I know that this build beats this build. I mean, that's nice and all, but not really as useful as you might think. But knowledge is in like, in this position, I need to make X move. Or, I'm behind by Y amount, so I need to play this much better. Anyways, we see he has a Zealot right away, and we see he's sending a probe out. We're just going to chase this probe here. I don't want him proxying anything. We're going to quickly go in, try and scout. He's going to maybe hit this Reaper once. I don't give a shit. Oh, that's 3 Zealots. No Expo. No Expo. Okay. Build a bunker immediately. Usually we just send the Reaper home. We're Silver League, so we don't have that much APM. We need to send out a worker once though, so we're just gonna check over here. We're gonna make 1 Hellion. Gonna make our Marines. Drop removal in the main, because we know he has Zealots coming to our natural. See? Small little tidbits of information. Okay, we don't see the probe here, so we didn't proxy anything yet. Let's go back over here. Okay, the Zealots aren't here, the bunker is up. Okay. Oh, scared mode off. We can rest assured he's not gonna harm us anymore because we have this bunker up now. However, we made a safety Hellion, and we still want to do something with it. So we can go out and look for a proxy on this top side here. And we can just rest assured that our bunker will keep us safe. Good man bunker. Check the corners of the map here and go over to his natural. We'll make 2 out of mines. Keep making Marines here. Let's drop our eBay. Our next gas. Grab 2 barracks right here. This is going to be a little late, that's okay. Okay, so he's still amounting for some kind of push. Do the double tech lab and we'll send out the drop. By the way, if you're ever wondering how I like make these green lines appear, they're called extra ordered commands. You do them by holding shift and clicking something. I realize now that that's something that some people may not know. When I started the game, that's something I did not know, so in case you didn't know, well, now you know. It's useful. You can do it on the minimap, you can do it with attacks. A. It's nice to know. Anyways, double reactor here. We're in vision, so we boost. He has a cannon, so we're just gonna try and move this out of cannon range. We'll have it siege right here, and voila, 5 kills. Not bad.
Unacceptable landing zone.
Considering he invested into all these cannons, it's pretty worth it. Okay,
Your forces
we have a lot of gas, so we're just gonna go straight away to Marauders.
Bad news. Where's the emergency? Now what?
Send the meta back home. We'll build 1 missile turret. 2 missile turret. I'm putting it here in case he does DT, because this cover is just in front of us if you were to ever enter from here. We should be able to see it on the minimap. We're gonna repair the medevac just because, you know, he's our friend.
Not enough.
Or she's our friend.
Not enough.
The medevac is a female pilot. We'll make our next 2 medevacs here. And now we're just watching these blue bars. We don't need to make any more SCVs because we're at the ideal amount. We don't have this 3rd gas mining because we have a lot of gas already. So we can stay at 44. Let's keep making these widow mines.
Mineral field depleted.
Here's starting to run out, so you grab 2 workers. Mineral patches always expire by reducing your total count by 2. So that's why I always instinctively grab 2. We'll build a 3rd CC here. Here comes his attack. This is why we had the bunker. We'll grab some units and try to repair that. Oh, clutch repair. And the widow mines. Okay, and that's his attack held right there. So
Upgrade complete.
we'll leave the units in the bunker. We see he has a pylon here. Remember, we remember he tried to proxy from last time, so this is what it amounted to, and we'll just start moving forward. We'll grab our next gas. I'll throw down 2 more barracks.
Research complete.
One of our upgrades finished, so we'll start concussive. Keep making those marauders, keep making those marines, keep making those widow mines. We're just rallying everything because we know we just held a big committed push. We'll grab +1 shields. Back to making depots here. Siege 1 mine. Siege another. Siege 1 more. And siege another. Widow mines are pretty good units. Stim. We'll depower this pylon. That'll shut off all of these cannons. And that should be game.
Additional supply depots.
Remember to keep making these depots. Again, we don't even have to look because we know there's really nothing he can make that'll kill us. So in these situations, you can just watch the minimap. We see this just died, which is why we look back on it. But otherwise, you don't need to watch your units fucking shoot at something. There are better things you can do with your time, such as turning this into an orbital, making extra depots. The sky is the limit, and your common sense is, I don't know. What would the word be here? Not really sure, actually. Just basically use your brain, think about what you need in a game to exceed. Obviously, with our 3rd base, we're going to want more workers. We want to expand on our production. Can maybe tech if you want to. You can throw down another starport and go into Liberators with range. A lot of things you can do. Anyways, that was a pretty tight game. Okay, 2nd TVZ ever. Hey, I'll finally get to show you guys a standard game, a standard build. Whoops. Okay, right there, I actually just fucked up my worker split, so I'm a little bit behind on income. I like barely managed to save it, so I'm not down as much as I could have been, but there you go, see? Small things like that can actually affect it. Some people will miss and they'll like click off the mineral field. That's always fun to watch, but it's just to say, like, even people like me who have done this for a very long time and practice it can mess it up. Okay, TVZ, we always go 16-16. You can go gas first, but it is objectively worse, so don't. 16-16 is racks first, so 16 racks, 16 gas, in case you were wondering. If you ever get memed about people saying go 17-17, tell them to go fuck themselves. That's terrible. Okay, we're gonna go take this SCV and we're gonna send it across the map. 17-17 is a meme. It's just objectively worse. You don't save anything by doing it, and you don't gain anything from doing it. Oh, right here. Okay, this is really important. Our SCV scout just told us there's a proxy hatch. This is really good to know. Immediately start up a second barracks. Once this is done, we're gonna build a bunker right beside it. Actually, we're gonna do orbital marine first. We're gonna check over here. Okay, spawning pool is just starting now. That's fine.
Not enough minerals.
He has no gas, so that's good to know. Bunker. Still has no gas. Okay, he's finally starting his gas. Okay.
Not enough minerals.
Keep making him rains here. We're at 100 gas, so we're just gonna take 2 guys off. Okay, he's starting 2 gases now. Most likely a roach switch once the spawning pool is done.
Upgrade complete.
When you can, start your factory. We'll do it with this guy right here. Not mining from his gas, that's good to know.
Additional supply.
Put the guys in the bunker. Drop the factory, and we'll start putting guys back in gas. We'll rally as we make them. Anyways, again, still no gas mining here. This is important to know. We may see some lings right here though, so we may have to leave. So we're just gonna be a little bit back. Oh, okay, there's the lings. We got inside this bunker. We need another depot. See, he's sending his lings. He's not even trying to hit this SCV. And this is just kind of bad by him. Anyways, I guess that's not a standard TVZ. Anyways, people do shit like this. 17 scout will see it. Or you'll see that he doesn't have a natural of his own and he's building a pool really late. Just kind of a common sense things that you need to learn to clue into. That's a notification. I got a new subscriber. Thank you. From here, we make a starport, tech lab, and we go marine tank. And we also want to rebuild our CC with this SCV here. We put it on the high ground in case he does some sort of bust we didn't scout for, but anyways, we would clear the creep here. Usually people have queens, so they try and spread creep out this way towards themselves, and they hope you don't see it in time, so it spreads out really far. But after this, we just unload the bunker, salvage it, clear everything, and we wait for the creep to dissipate. Anyways, it's another awkward cheese held. Also, we are starting to reach that 1 hour mark, being 58 minutes into the video. So here is where I'm going to call part 3 quits. Thank you everybody for watching the series. I've been liking the feedback I'm getting. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave it in the comments. Please let me know as well if the sound is better. I think the mic should be louder now, and I think it should be okay, but let me know just in case. Also, this guy dropped 214. We can just quickly check here. It's probably a new account. No. What? Hold on. Let's look at career summary. Oh, okay, yeah, he has a new account. Okay. Yeah, because he doesn't have any previous career finishes. Could be possible that he's a brand new player, though, too, so we won't rule that out. Anyways, thank you everybody for watching. My name is Ryu Goes Rar. I'll be back again tomorrow with part 3. Take care.